Hi, this is Anupam again. Today I'm going to talk about a very broad topic, which is how do you avoid compulsive thinking, right? Now, this compulsive thinking can manifest in a number of different ways. I'll take a couple of examples to help explain my point. But as I said again, it's a very broad topic, but we'll try to cover aspects of it, right? Now, compulsive thinking can happen in a variety of different ways. For example, let's say you have a important presentation or a exam or a test, right? And oftentimes you can't help stop thinking about it, right? Let's take the example of a presentation. Like I'll have to present something tomorrow. Just like my mind kind of takes over me. What sort of questions are going to come in, and am I going to do well, right? Am I going to make a fool of myself, right? Such thoughts will keep coming and almost kind of takes over you, if you will, right? And so how do you avoid that, and be calm during such situations, right? I think the important thing to understand is once you've practiced and you've prepared enough, let's say for a presentation, after that you need to rest your mind, right? And so how do you do that, right? So typically what I do is after I've prepared well, and I have reached a certain level of confidence in my preparation. After that I use some meditative techniques, right? The concept here is essentially you need to move your awareness from your mind, which is you're constantly thinking about something, to your body, right? And so there are different techniques. Body awareness is one where this is a very popular technique. You'll find it in like yoga, mindfulness, zen. People like teachers like Eckhart Tolle talk about it. And so it's essentially you start feeling your body from the toes, and you slowly kind of bring your awareness up the body and keep going up till your head, right? And kind of go back down from there. So it's a very effective technique I've found, which kind of breaks that circuit of thinking, because now I've just immediately brought my awareness back to the body. You can also use, if you're getting very scared, right, or there's a lot of fear in your mind, you can also use like suggestion based techniques, or self hypnotic techniques, if you will, right? Again, the important thing is to calm your mind there before you give a suggestion. Suggestions work best in subconscious mind when there is a certain level of stillness in you, right? So again, you could use the body awareness thing and kind of get to a calmer state, or kind of watch your breath. Use There are a lot of meditation techniques on the internet and YouTube. You can find those, and use what serves you best. And the idea here is get your body and mind to a calm state, and then give like positive suggestions that you're safe, you're going to do well. And you will see those suggestions subtly kind of work on your subconscious mind, and you'll feel a lot calmer and more prepared for the meeting. So ultimately, you're playing around with your subconscious mind, right, which is troubling you. So there are different techniques for that. And I think last but not the least, you need to understand, in Taoism they call it the wisdom of uncertainty, wherein life is uncertain, the next moment is uncertain, whether you're going to live or die you don't know, right? So similarly, you can only do so much preparing for a situation. So I'm not saying don't plan for it or don't prepare for a presentation or exam or any life situation. Do the best you can, but at the same time you need to have that wisdom of uncertainty, that anything would happen and could happen, and you would need to be prepared for that, right? And it's okay. You won't be able to. You have to stop that controlling behavior where you want to control every situation. As I said, life is uncertain. You cannot control everything, and so you need to have that faith in yourself that when the time comes, the right thing is going to happen through you, right? And even that suggestion in your mind, even if you intellectually understand that, I think it'll give you a big relief and calmness. And that in turn, it's a feedback loop, right? So once your mind is calm, it rests well and it's able to do better when the life situation actually appears to you, right? So again, it all works at a very subtle plane, but it's definitely worked for me, and I hope it'll work for you as well, right? So again, the gist of it is prepare well, at the same time use these techniques to calm your mind, and which will help you in the situation.